You don't need to deal with kitchen designs one by one in Blender. Thanks to Blender's add-ons, you can design kitchen counters very easily. More precisely, you can quickly prepare these kitchen counters. In the menu at the top, click Edit and then Preferences. Select the add-ons option in the left menu. We will enter a tab like this. This tab is the area where we can install and remove plugins that we can use on Blender. You will see a search box on the top right. Let's type Archimesh in this search box and an extension will appear. By checking the box on the left of this add-on, we can enable this add-on to be installed. You don't have to download this plugin from anywhere. This plugin is directly from the plugins that come with the Blender installation. I can close this window, and by clicking on that little arrow, let's open the Create tab here. When we click on this Create tab, we will see Archimesh here. This is the plugin we added, and looking at the features of it, cabinets you see here is a helpful tool for creating kitchen countertops. I delete this object on the scene and click the cabinets button here. As you can see, when I click this button, a kitchen counter has been added to the scene. This kitchen counter has really nice features. For example, when we hold the cover and select the rotate icon, it will set itself as follows. As you can see, I can easily open and close the counter door. It quickly makes all these adjustments itself. When I click on the cabinets button, a new area will open on the lower left. When I click on it, it allows us to make changes on the active kitchen counter. If you want to have more than one counter, increase the number of cabinets option to the right. Look, as we increase, new counters appear and we can see the features of each counter here. Let's examine these features now. It is possible to change the floor option you see above as type. For example, here we see floor as type. When I change this floor to wall, it will look like wall hung cabinets in the kitchen, as you can see. When we change it back to the floor, it will show up as a kitchen counter. Let's zoom in a little more and examine the handle part here. There are various models in the handle section. The handle part is the object we use to open the kitchen cabinet. We can change them. For example, it is currently on model 1. When I change it to model 2, it switches to this mode. We see this in model 3. That's what the model 4 is about. The feature of model 5 is a design like this. This is how the model 6 is designed. The model 7 and model 8 are the same. If you wish, you can delete the handle objects here by choosing none. You can also edit these properties with themselves. That's how we can determine where it is. With a height value, we can adjust the height of the counter. If we right click and reset, it will revert to its default value. You can learn the values here by trying it yourself. For example, there is an option called left paste. When you click on this option, this bench will be closed since this side will remain on the left side. And for the right side, we need to mark the right of whichever it is. Kitchen counters may not be sideways. We can rotate one of these 90 degrees, for example, using the rotate part over there. Let's flip the middle one. You can use it this way, with the center flipped. Of course, this design is not proper design. In this way, it is possible to perform rotation operations. By changing the options here, you can adjust the depths and heights of the cabinets here. As you can see, I'm making various adjustments. Let me reset them and you can set the door parts from here. Single right part is active now. Let's change that. We can take it this way if you wish. Here is how we can make chains. This way we can make glass themed looks. That way there are options. We can make drawers and we can determine the number of these drawers from here, like whether it's 4, 5 or 3. There are double options. We can think of double options as doors opening to both directions. It has various features and we can do these operations in a similar way by creating a new object for the upper side. By creating a new cabinet. I click on the cabinet again and this time I choose wall instead of floor. When you look at this scene from the outside, we can get a kitchen look. Yes, in this video, I talked about the features in Blender itself. A feature in the Archimesh plugin, which is one of the plugins that can be used for the kitchen countertop construction. If this video helped you out, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.